Hello everyone, welcome to week 2, social media. I will go through this real quick. So in the other course, I've eliminated this part. In the undergrad courses I'm teaching, I kind of did this, so I just kind of, you may have seen something similar to this in the past. This may or may not apply to you, but something you might pass on if you have people struggling with keeping up with schedules or being consistent and so forth. I got this winter scenery up here. I know we have spring, summer in the works here, but my point with this one is consistency. Runners, it doesn't matter what the weather is. So, that's my scenery, the summer, the spring. Just being consistent, whatever you're doing. If you want to be taken seriously, be consistent. And like again, so some of what I was saying to the undergrads, some of them were lagging behind is, stopping in once a week, for a half hour to try and catch up. It doesn't cut it, when you're working on college degrees. Because all of you, MBA, I assume you're putting in the 10, 20 hours a week at a minimum, because there's lots of reading and research and so forth. So, but anyway, commitment, staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the boots, left you. I think all of you pretty much are with that, working on your MBA here. So, and being consistent doesn't come by chance. It's a choice. And again, so I was mentioning to the others, if they're not getting in there, showing up one day a week type thing instead of making school part of your life, everyday thing, that's a choice. The exceptions being, you're in the hospital or something for something. But I mean, generally, that's the general rule or what I have found from talking to students. So. And of course, discipline, self-discipline. That's the number one thing. You have to be disciplined. You got to prioritize how you get things done. And so there you go. All right. So real quick in the course, again, the discussion is doing real good. Everything in there. We talked about social media for the first week, about doing the Twitter thing. So depending on what your social media, but it looks like all of you are in one way or another very familiar with social media. So that's there you go. That's the good thing, and that's the point of it. As we get into the second week here, you got 3 or 4 more chapters. Let me see, 4 chapters. So, talking about target audiences. So again, you're running a business for somebody. You're running your own business. The way we market today, it's still 25% the old way with mailers and things like that. The rest is, things like social media. So. How do you identify your target audiences? Rules of engagement. There's certain things you should and shouldn't do. Blogs and podcast webinars. So there's lots of things that go in there, and these are very good tools. Some of the sideline stuff I do personally, utilizes some of these platforms. So anyway, good information. This is something. No matter which direction you go, you'll probably have to utilize. So that's the good point. Discussion, be similar format as last week, where we got the video in there. So if you want to give me, I've gotten some positive feedback, but if the rest of you want to send me some feedback about how you like this other format in the discussion week, let me know. It's not necessarily something we have to keep doing, but there was some positive comments about doing something like that, so that's why I'm experimenting with it. So let me know if you like it. Assignments, okay, so yeah, just same thing. Yeah, same thing here. So as you're doing, so just keep doing what you're doing. If there's an issue with one of you, we've already talked about it. So otherwise, that should do it. Keep this a little short here. My test question, of course. Oh yeah, last week, you remember him? Right? So there we go. That's your entertainment. And here's a little more. What are the grandkids doing? And with that, I'll let you go. Have a great week. Please get in touch if you got any questions or anything. And with that, that'll do it. Take care, everybody, and have a good week.